Bow, 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 bow. And you know it's hot off the shelf time. Where's Xander in the studio? Good morning, Xander.
Good morning.
Your shorts are rather short there, sir.
Yeah, you can see my tan lines, literally.
Lovely jubbly.
So bad.
Short shorts
so
are the
bad.
thing, though. The fashion, I feel, this year. I've seen lots of men with short shorts, maybe even last year as well.
Oh, yeah?
I am always at least 2 or 3 years behind fashions.
Okay.
Like, I'm the type of guy, if my mum ever got her haircut when I was young, I'd hate it for like a week, and then I'd get used to it. Even if it's not nice, you're right. Even if it's really fashionable, I just don't like change. I think I'm a bit conservative like that. And so with short shorts, maybe in next year or the year after, I'll be wearing them. But until now, they're just too short.
I know what you mean. Like, it does take a little bit of time sometimes to adjust to certain trends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. But these are like gym shorts. Like,
have you been to the gym?
I did. Yeah.
This morning?
Of course.
Well done.
Of course I did.
How long were you in there for? What were you doing?
I was... I just doing the usual. I'm working on my back.
Machine?
No. I don't know any cardio. I work on my back and arms and chest.
Oh.
And a little bit of legs.
All like muscle weight work.
Yeah.
Really?
That's normally what I only do. Yeah, I don't like cardio.
Do you not do cardio like outside of the gym either?
No.
You just leave that.
I walk to and from the gym.
There you go. That's cardio like then.
15 minutes each way, 10-15 minutes each way. So like
that's good enough.
It's little.
Not bad at all.
And obviously I walk around inside the gym.
Yeah.
So
that's all cardio then, isn't it?
Yeah, and I get tired. So
and you breathe throughout the day. That's cardio.
Yeah, and like doing weights and stuff is really good for like weight loss anyway, because like it's a lot of energy expenditure, and the bigger your muscles are, the more energy it takes to maintain them. So you should actually lose weight if you get more muscle.
It's a vicious circle of weight loss, isn't it? A good vicious circle, I should say.
A good one.
We've also got your uploads. You were talking about this over the weekend. You released a couple of videos on We Fancy.
Yeah.
Go and check them out, listeners. They're Korean street food videos, so kind of in tune with what we do here on Hot Off the Shelf. They look cool and already getting loads of views. So add to that, guys out there and girls. Today's hashtag for our show, Xander, is I've not forgotten.
Radio bangs.
There we go. A radio broadcast. Did you listen to the radio a lot when you were little, or even
Of
today?
course. I wouldn't have a choice.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
In the car?
Oh, I remember having cassettes, and you know, you could put tape over the holes and then record over. You could record from the radio. This is what my sister and me used to do. We used to record songs from the radio.
Yeah, used to do that. Push play and record at the same time.
Exactly. And then like when they brought in the protection, like you're not meant to be able to record the radio.
Yeah.
There was holes in the bottom of the cassettes which would stop. But if you put tape over it,
really,
the connectors wouldn't go in, so you could record anything you wanted.
I didn't
That was like
know.
Piracy at its basic form.
I didn't know that they put in those measures. I must have had some old school like radio cassette players, because they never had that kind of control on it. That's a little life hack that is no longer relevant at all.
A lot of people probably be like, what are they talking about? What's a cassette?
Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? These days you don't need to record anything, because it's all on like the YouTube videos and stuff, live streams.
Yeah, exactly. Like the focus is more on digital downloads and YouTube streams and stuff. But back in the day when it was like, the top 40 and you wanted to get your favorite song, you'd have to record it, and then obviously at the start and end, you get the DJ talking over it.
That was awful.
And sometimes you mistimed it and stuff like that. So it was always like a little hit and miss. But
those were the classic days of radio, maybe. But I feel like it's not dead, radio.
No.
I have to say that, obviously, because I'm here.
It's hanging on.
But no, I'm a big listener of radio, because I drive a lot. And then you've got TV and streaming. You can't do that in the car when you're a driver. At least legally you shouldn't. So I love just switching on the radio, because that's tailor-made to someone who's doing something else.
Exactly.
On in the background.
Yeah.
Love it. So we're not disappearing. I promise we're going to be here forever. Today, our corner is about what, Xander? What have we brought for us, our listeners?
Oh, delicious food. Can you hear the sarcasm in my voice?
Xander's not so excited. What is it?
It's dog. Rice cake. Korean rice cake. Korean traditional. Really traditional food.
Yes, these are traditional, aren't they? And when we say duck, we're not saying the quack quack duck.
No.
We're saying duck, as in the sangdiget and rice cakes.
Double DEOK.
All right, so I can tell from the tone of your voice and our conversations before the show, you're not a massive fan.
Well, neither are you.
No, I will be honest as well. I like tteokbokki.
Okay.
I had it yesterday, actually, at a water park. We were out there, and it looks so good. I'm a massive fan of tteokbokki because my mum does a mean one at home. And we bought it. It's super spicy, though, here in Korea. But I like that. You're not too much of a fan of even tteokbokki, right?
I tend to avoid it usually because it's spicy, and people do complain about it, like, why don't you eat the spicy food? But it's not enjoyable for me, guys. I just like meat.
Let's not force Xander to eat spicy food.
They try, though. They're like, why don't you eat the spicy food? That's boring if you don't try it. It's like, no, it's
not going to be fun.
It's my pain.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why don't you get punched in the face? Well, I don't want to. Let's leave it there, guys. So we've bought a whole different selection of rice cakes today, right?
Yeah.
Are there any other countries you've been to, Xander? Because you've been quite well travelled, where you've seen this kind of food, rice cakes.
No,
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I mean, in terms of this way of processing rice like this, no.
Because most countries just eat rice how it is, or fry it, or something.
Right? Yeah. I don't actually think I have, seen it.
Me neither. So that's why we've brought it in, because if you're not in Korea, you're never going to see it. So I've unpackaged one.
No.
It doesn't look that appealing, does it?
That actually looks absolutely terrible.
Sorry, guys.
Is that hot as well?
It is quite hot.
See, I've never had it hot. I've always had it cold.
Yeah, so...
Because usually where I had it is like when I was a teacher, and they'd give it out on special occasions.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd be like, here's a selection box of talk. I'm like, oh... I'm not going to eat this.
I don't want to select any of those.
Yeah, it's like, I get it. It's like traditional and stuff. But like, who actually does like this?
Korean people, definitely. My mum loves it. My wife as well. When we get it given to us, she's like, give it to me. I want it. Like, especially this one that I'm holding in my hand right now.
You see, I would say that's probably the best one.
I'm with you with that. Apart from tteokbokki duck, this one is my favourite. Yeah. So let's introduce him. Why don't we start with this, your favourite then? I'll put it the right way around for the camera. So I've unpackaged it. So what is this?
Yeah, I'm guessing, this one.
Yep.
This one right here.
Yep.
Baek Solgi.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a steamed white rice cake.
Yes, so again,
which is, it's alright. It's quite good. It means snow white rice cake.
Snow white rice cake. Hence the colour, right?
No trademark infringement. It was probably before the cartoon.
Absolutely, this predates it. We should maybe put a claim into Disney instead.
Yeah, I like the little print. I like the little cat paw print.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's
isn't
very
it?
cute.
You don't really get that. So for listeners who aren't watching video radio, how would we describe this?
It's a white block.
Looks like a bar of soap from afar, doesn't it? I was going
to say that. I thought that might sound a bit bad.
Like a bar of bread. It kind of looks like bread if you look closely.
Yeah,
it
looks like the inside of a loaf, like a white loaf without the crusts on it.
There you go. Let's give it a try.
Like a bit like the size of a sponge. Like they're not small. Like they don't come in small little quantities, which is
another thing.
Would
you like this big bit that I?
Thank you.
And I'll have a smaller one.
Okay, as it's hot, it's a little bit moist. Yeah. It's spongy.
But it does look a lot like
squidgy.
Bread, doesn't it?
It does look like bread. Like if you just ripped the inside of a thing out.
It doesn't taste like bread in terms of the texture, right? It's a lot more kind of chewy and sticky.
When you get rid of all those air bubbles and stuff, it just basically turns into all the other talks.
But
it tastes not bad.
Yeah, this is okay, but it's very plain, right? There's not like saltiness or sugariness or anything.
It is very, very savoury.
Yeah.
But I think that's why this one is okay, because the other ones can get a little bit strange. Like this. This one, okay, special.
When is this given? When do we eat this?
1 year birthdays.
The toll, yeah.
Which I went to the other day.
Did you get one of these? They give them out.
I saw them.
But you didn't
I saw
take
the plates of them around, but I didn't take any. And 100 days as well.
The Peggy. Yeah, we celebrated that for both our kids. Very small scale, the Peggy. That used to be massive because kids would, obviously, infant mortality rates were a lot higher back in the past.
Exactly. I don't think that's why people don't realise that. That's why we celebrate birthdays.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, congratulations, you actually made it
you survived.
to 12.
Yeah.
You survived it to this age. That's why we're celebrating.
We should be so much more grateful, shouldn't we, for lasting this long.
What a time to be alive.
So usually rice cakes are related to some special dates. So that's the pegsolgi, right?
Yeah.
And I like that as well. It's nice.
This one I can do that because like there's no negative taste to it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad while I eat it.
Okay, this is good.
The other ones can get a little bit strange.
Okay, we've got another one on the plate. So what is this? It looks
it's our favorite.
Really not appetizing.
It's our favorite. Oh, it's red bean.
It is red bean, isn't it? And it's known as. Do you know the name?
Young Pan? No.
This one is shiruduk.
Oh, is it?
This is the shiruduk.
Oh, well, there's two with beans then.
We've
Amazing.
got more beans coming later.
These are different beans then.
These are the. I think these
is
are also.
Is it adzuki?
Yeah,
what's adzuki? That doesn't
that's
sound
still
Korean.
pad. No, that's just the Japanese way.
That's not the words we're meant to be saying.
Yeah, I think we do call it that at some places here
really?
in Korea. So
what would you call it?
Shiruduk or pad shiruduk. Here, do you want one? And show it to the camera if you want.
Hey, do you shiro this one?
Do you shiro it? Do you dislike it? So this is the rice cake in the middle, right?
Yeah, it's basically it seems like this one's way more dense.
Yeah, like pasty, almost like a gum, right? And then on the outside is the red beans, almost in their full kind of form, right? And me and Xander, I think we've talked about it before, we're not massive fans of red bean, right?
No.
This one looks like it's going to be much more chewy. I don't usually eat this, so let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's try.
That red bean taste on the outside.
Oh, it's
If you like red bean, then you'd like it, right?
It's like ashy.
It's very dry and powdery.
Powdery.
Isn't it?
That's the word. I was like powdery. Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
This is usually in a big like block, and then they cut it up into these smaller shapes. We got pre-packaged ones.
I like how she gave us two, but we've gone through half of one because we don't want.
We want to share it with the staff outside. Yeah.
To be fair though, the red bean tasting that strong. It ain't that strong.
No. It kind of, because it's dry, I think it's less strong than on the patbingsu, you know, when it's really moist and like a kind of sauce. It's very
savoury. Now, this is the thing, right? Okay. All these Korean traditional snacks are really savoury and bland.
Uh-huh.
But why is everything else so sweet?
It's true, like the
Pizza's
modern day
sweet.
stuff.
Bread is
They've gone the other end of the scale. I think because they were deprived of that kind of stimulating taste that these days a lot of things are stimulating.
Do they even have sugar?
I don't know. A bit of sugar would help, wouldn't it? I think, right? Maybe because back in the day, sugar was like a prized commodity, I believe. This one, do you know when this is given, Xander? Have you ever given it out yourself?
Never. I wouldn't bestow this on anyone.
When you first move into a neighbourhood, you're meant to give this type of rice cake to your neighbours.
Foreigner privilege, that don't happen.
That's true.
That don't happen.
And you could politely decline as well if a neighbour did say, oh, sorry. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
And lots of family occasions, apparently they used to make this. These days, no one really makes rice cakes at home. Right?
You've been given this then?
Yeah, as like a welcome.
And your wife still likes this
My
one too?
wife will eat it, yeah. Not as much as the peksogi.
Nah.
Yeah,
that one's still winning.
No, by far, right? It's got a bready texture. It's much more familiar to us, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's play some music, and we got some more rice cakes coming in part 2. Yes, Big Bang's Bebe. I was wondering while we were playing that song, Bebe, and then at the end there's that chapter dog. Have you ever lived anywhere and those guys come round and they say chapter dog and they're selling it on their cars?
No, I get setaki. Television.
냉장고. Like all the broken down things.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that on a Saturday morning.
Back in like the 80s when I used to come a lot, there'd be so many different people shouting so many different things around your apartments. But the chapsal duck one is like glutinous rice cakes. People would be just selling them on carts and shouting chapsal duck, shiru duck, like that. And then you'd go out and have your fill of these delightful rice cakes. Yeah. We are having fresh deliveries of rice cakes as we speak. So in the meantime, let's read some messages. I've got some from Annie here who says, I like to eat rice cakes because I like the chewy texture. I tried omegidok in Jeju-do Island and fell in love with it, even though the texture is not chewy because I'm a red bean fan. I liked it. The omegidok, we were trying to get it today actually, but it's special to Jeju-do Island.
What's on it?
I don't know, actually.
What does omegi mean?
What does omegi mean? O usually means 5, because there's the omija, which is 5 berries. But I'm not sure. Do let us know, Annie, in more detail, because I'm not a rice cake fan, as you can tell, so I'm not sure. You say, though, I really want to try the red bean duck that you're eating, the pachiru duck. You're more than welcome to take this, Annie.
We're going to sell them off the back of a van, too.
Absolutely.
Siska, hi. She says, morning, Xander. Happy Monday.
Morning.
Happy Monday. It's my Sunday, but yeah. I love talk. I love its kind of chewy texture, like in tteokbokki, and she loves the injolmi, which is what we're gonna have a little bit later.
Yes, indeed. Preview.
What is the one which like tofu with pink dog paw on it? Cute.
Pink what on it?
This dog paw.
Oh, the dog paw.
It is actually. Is that a dog or a cat?
I thought you said dog poo.
No, dog paw, mate. Yeah.
Dog paw.
Dog paw. Is that?
Well, when you said cat paw, you were so confident, I didn't question it. But what springs to mind for me is dog paw, but I don't know my animal paws at all.
How many toes?
I have no idea.
I reckon that's a dog, innit?
Really?
I think cats have 3 big and 1... No. Maybe not.
I thought dogs and cats just...
Who has a dog or a cat? Anyone? Because I don't.
Isn't it the same as humans? No? Do they not have 5? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, this has got 4.
This has got 4, yeah. Is this like a Simpson dog or
I always
something
imagine
like that?
cats to have 3.
Why just 3? Like a little
3 and maybe a little one on the side.
Velociraptor or something.
Well, they have 3 claws, don't they?
I don't know.
Do the claws go in the middle, or are the claws like the nails?
I've
the
never
claws come
had
out
a
of the
cat or
toes,
dog
or they
in
go
my
in
life.
Oh,
have you?
Never.
Never.
No,
So we're not the
them.
people to ask at all. Could be anything. Could be an iguana print for all we know, Siska. But this one is the peksolgi, right?
Yeah.
And until now, that's our favourite. That's winning the battle of the ducks, the rice cakes.
It's just ahead with 1 point.
0 points for everything else. So we got a couple more that our writers just brought into us. So 1 point to note is these are best fresh. Like, you're supposed to eat them pretty quickly after making them or buying them. Otherwise, they lose their kind of fresh chewiness. But what you can do is put them in the freezers. That's what my wife does when I bring a load back. And then when you want to eat them, you take them out, put them in the microwave for about a minute or 2. And they get kind of warm and again get that stickiness back. I don't know why we've got so many here, because that means maybe
flavors.
we're going to have to try more than one. So apparently in this part, we're trying rice cakes with red beans, but we have already had this one.
Yeah.
But there is a difference. The red bean is inside for these.
Yeah, I'm guessing this one is...
Let's
that one?
Let's take a look. We're not experts at all, are we?
Is it angum?
Angum is this one because...
Okay, let's go with that one because
do you like it?
I actually can eat this one.
Really?
Because it's sugary.
Oh.
Or...
Is it a bit sweet?
Or the one I had sugar on it.
and we'll have to see
and then
for
I
this
was
one.
tricked one time. I was like, oh, I ate this one. And then I tried it. But I think this green one, this one...
Yeah.
is quite sweet.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, you go for the green. I'll take the white then, Xander.
Okay.
Here you go. And the cool thing about these things, like we said, that's called the angum, and it's also known as the chopyeon, pounded rice cake.
That's hot.
Oh, yes.
Now I know we had the forks.
I forgot to tell you, these could be very hot because
I
they've been in the microwave.
love that little printed on it. That's a very traditional pattern.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about these rice cakes is you get the little patterns. That dog paw or cat paw, whatever it is, that's not traditional. They didn't used to have that back in the Joseon Dynasty. But these ones, they're made with a wooden rice cake pattern maker. You just bang it on the top. How's it taste?
Like pasta.
A little bit,
like
I
ravioli.
guess. Like ravioli, yeah. But like a thick, chewy ravioli.
With sugar in it. And
oh,
no
you're
tomato.
right. This is much sweeter.
Now, I can eat this one, guys. Okay. All right.
That's not bad at all. It's got
It's burning me, but yeah.
the red bean inside, but it's much more moist than the dry red bean that we had for the shirut duck, right?
This one's a winner.
That's not bad at all.
We call it ravioli duck.
Ravioli duck. We're covered out with our new brand. Your one is green. I think that's got the
You want a little nimble man?
one of the herbs or something. Yeah, actually. Does it taste? Does the duck taste any? Sorry.
May as well just use your mouth then. Did it taste different than the white one?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I just like the herbs in it there.
Yeah, there are some herby things in there. Yeah, you go for the white. The white is just very plain tasting, like all the other ducks. The green, I forgot what that's called. Our writer will tell us a bit later. But it has a certain herb or root that they put into it that makes it that colour. It does have a herby taste to it a little bit. And I'm not a big fan of things like cilantro and stuff like that.
Oh, I hate that stuff. No. Rocket.
And that gives me a little kind of reminder of that.
Oh, does it?
A little bit.
I don't get that, actually.
Apparently there are versions without red bean as well, if you're not a fan. But it's quite sweet and nice.
This is the winner now, guys.
Really? Is that ahead of this?
Oh, yeah. Because now this is sweet, I can kind of get... My mindset is like, oh, this is just a little dessert. It's all good.
Yeah, I suppose.
But I don't know when I'd ever eat that. Normally.
When you're really hungry and you have nothing
else to eat.
I guess that could apply to any food. All right.
That's great.
And the next one, how colourful are these? For anyone who's not watching the video radio, how would you describe these, Xander?
Imagine really expensive chocolates.
Yes.
With like different colours and stuff, different like powders on them. Except they're not.
Not chocolates, they're rice cakes.
We have sesame seeds. It looks like we have maybe some other kind of...
I think that's black sesame seeds that have been crushed.
That's not Indomie, is it? Let's hope.
I think that's red bean powder on the top. And I think these are all filled with red beans, maybe.
And that one might be the same herb as that.
Apparently,
this green one.
The green and yellow, these are all little cubes, like little dice. Apparently, these are Castella breadcrumbs. Just coloured.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Castella
fancy.
is quite popular here in Korea. All right, we're going to have to go for different ones. I'll take the sesame.
I'll take the green one.
Okay.
So, I'm just reminding myself that this one, when we were up at one of the Olympic markets.
Yeah, for Pyeongchang.
Yeah, up near there.
Okay.
We went to one of the markets, right?
Yeah.
And there was just a stand.
Just selling those?
Well, that herb, I don't know what the herb is because they couldn't tell us what it was because there was no translation.
Okay.
So it's like this herb, this plant.
Yeah.
Everything was made out of that, and it tasted absolutely amazing. So
really?
That's why I really liked the green one.
So you're a fan of that herb,
yeah. And we bought some.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize that because it's a natural product. Like all of this is very natural, right? Yeah. There's no preservatives.
Oh, so it goes
off and they rotted away very quickly.
Oh, no.
It was just upsetting. So this is the thing, like no artificial flavorings.
This is true.
Maybe with the Castella, though.
But not with the rice cakes themselves, right? Okay. Yep, red bean inside. Again, a bit sweet. Yep. With the sesame seed, it's nice. The texture's a bit crunchy, at least. You know, with rice cakes, a lot of foreigners, I think, don't like this chewy texture. Can you taste the green Castella on the edge of that? What does it taste like?
Sweet, but that might just be the red bean.
Yeah, that's the confusing part, isn't it? These sesames... No,
yeah, the outside just tastes like nothing.
Oh, really?
It's just decoration.
I'm licking it, so don't eat this, but yeah, it just tastes like sesame seed plain ones.
Just licking away.
This is quite good, though. The red bean paste in there is like the right level of sweet. That's a nice little thing.
Round two, which one you want?
I'll go for the yellow Castella then.
Should I go black?
I'm eating more rice cake than I've ever eaten in my life.
Get your filling, get your quota in for the year.
Right.
So you're getting the yellow one now.
It smells like bread.
Oh.
This
black one smells like spicy. Smell that?
Oh, yeah. A bit like maybe gingery or something like that.
I might regret this one.
No.
They're all laughing outside. They know something wrong is something bad's happening.
Castella one is not as good. The sesame seed one is good because of the texture. It's crunchy seed. What does that black one taste like?
No bueno.
No? You're not having that. Is it not nice?
I think it's red bean.
Is it red bean on the outside?
I don't know. It tastes like the dry one.
Oh, really? Maybe some of the powder is in there. Well, I'll try this last one, then I'll take one for the team.
Oh no! Oh no!
That kind of tastes like... Oh, it tastes a bit gingery, actually. I like ginger, yeah. That's not bad.
I'm tempted to try.
Yeah, give it a try, Xander.
Give it a little try.
I'm going to get the cue sheet while you're having a little munch. Tell us if you've got anything like this in your country. I do apologise to Nick, who said, eating noises drive me up the wall. Chop, chop, chop. Well, you're not going to enjoy this. What did you think of that? A bit gingery, right? Or cinnamony or something.
Yeah, mild, but you're on the right track.
It's nice. We're going to play some Jero and Dokki and come back with some more rice cakes as well. This is Paradise. We're back for part 3 of Hot Off the Shelf. That song, Jero and Dokki, Paradise, I think may be teasing us that we're in our paradise eating so much rice cake. We're getting our fill today, Xander. Is this the most you've ever eaten of rice cakes in one sitting?
It's the most I've ever wanted to eat. I don't think I'll be repeating this.
I have to say, not as bad as I thought, really. Because I'm not a fan, I don't think. But apart from the shidduduk, the pat shidduduk, the second one, which I really didn't like I would not want to eat that. The others, yeah, I'd eat them with a tea or a coffee, because these are kind of like dessert things, aren't they? I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that, right? You might hope
Yeah.
That is a dessert, but I'll stick to ice cream. You know what I mean?
These ones that we just had, the Gyeongdan, they were quite nice. These little bite-sized ones, especially the sesame seed one, and also this kind of cinnamony / gingery one. I thought weren't too bad at all as well, and they're presentable. I reckon you could see that in a restaurant. Yeah,
it's cute. Yeah,
it feels cute as well.
I reckon. Yeah, like just one of each on a little plate.
Yeah,
maybe a little.
Could be a bit gourmet like that.
Yeah,
right?
Gourmet.
We've got a couple of messages here. Siska saying, "Oh, I want rice cakes now," and Lizzie saying, "I'm late to the party. Was doing some major yard work. Well, what would be perfect after major yard work? A few of these rice cakes, right? Just to fill up your stomach.
Think of better things." Yeah.
You got some more from Siska.
Yeah, Siska keeps on going. Oh, now she talks about one I actually do like. Okay, well, what I think I do like.
Oh, okay.
So my Korean friend gave me songpyeon.
Yep.
And some other rice cakes when I was in Korea during Chuseok time. And that's why she knows it. That's how she knows about Korean rice cakes.
I see.
And that they have the same taste as the Indonesian ones. So apparently.
Do you like this version then, the songpyeon?
I don't know if they're songpyeons or not.
They kind of look like the moon, like a little kind of half/new moon. They're kind of folded like that.
Nope, that's not what I'm on about then. Okay, it's more like a circle and they're covered in like a little dusting of sugar.
Oh yeah. No, that they can be that
maybe
shape
sugar,
as well,
or they're kind of like they were kind of white and they're very sweet.
Yeah, and inside they've got like a sweet filling, like maybe some sesame seeds and sugar and stuff like that. Yeah.
See, I like them one, and sometimes they come in like actual manufactured packaging from a company,
nice.
And sometimes you get them in like the kind of not pyeongjums, but the kind of bigger marts that you get in the area sometimes in a residential area. I like them.
They're not too bad.
Yeah, they're really good. That's my favorite type of rice cake, if they are rice cakes.
Yeah, we should have got those, I believe, because many more of our foreign listeners, I think, would have appreciated that filling, right?
I did mention it last week, so just saying.
I think they are more eaten around like Chuseok time, like Siska said, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to maybe bring them back for that edition. Who knows, Xander? You might be lucky. That herby thing that we were talking about in the rice cake that you tried, we've got a little remnant here. It doesn't look exactly that appetizing so anymore. But in here is suk, which is mugwort. I don't know.
Mugwort? It sounds like a
Harry Potter
yeah,
thing,
it does, right?
It's wormwood or mugwort. So it looks like this herb that we'd throw away, I guess, in the West. But that's what they put in here. But you've also got on your YouTube video, we managed to find it.
Surichi?
Yeah. I've never heard of that in Korean.
It's absolutely amazing.
Really?
And they make loads of things out of it.
Wow.
I would recommend you go to Kanlung. I think that's where it was, somewhere up there.
And ask for your bag of surichi.
Or maybe it wasn't Kanlung, actually. It's one of the markets up there.
Okay.
But you definitely do it. Jongson Arirang Market. There you go.
Wow.
Promoting the channel at the same time.
Go.
Arirang Market.
I've never heard surichi, and it says the English rough translation is thistle.
Yeah, that's the only thing we get out of them. We're like, what is it?
Okay.
And it's like, it's a plant.
It's kind
of
like a thistle
thing.
Okay.
But it's beautiful.
And mugwort, you're obviously a fan of as well. Suk. Yeah, in English, it doesn't translate very well. Okay, last one we've got here, Xander. What is this?
The thing that keeps coming back on the shelf, like the third week in a row, I swear.
Oh, yeah, you're right, isn't
Injolmi.
There's not a week that goes by where we don't mention Injolmi.
It's been the Pat Bingsu.
Yes,
it's been this one, and then one before. What do we...
I'm sure we've had it before. Maybe even on some snacks as well. Crisps, there's sometimes been Injolmi. Do you know, we did a story, I think it was on the weekend, yesterday actually, about a dog called Injolmi, which has become the latest SNS star in Korea. 500,000 subscribers, because they rescued it from a flood. Like, it was floating by, and then they grabbed the puppy, they rescued him, gave him his own SNS account, and now he's just a cute puppy.
Why they called it after this powder?
I don't know, actually. I think because he's a little bit brown. Like the colour of
if it was
powder.
a Labrador, that looks like the Labrador colour.
Yeah, it wasn't a Labrador.
It was not a Labrador.
Sure. Okay, Injolmi, tell us a bit about this, Xander. Well, I'll find you one.
Such a hard job. Well, it's the same more of that rice cake stuff, and it's just powder. It's more rice powder. It's just powder, man.
I think the brownness is bean powder.
It's bean powder.
I think it's kongaru.
But yeah, it's just why?
This, no, I like the powder on pupping soup.
Can we ban this food from the show?
Again, the rice cake is kind of the chewy version, not the peksogi version. It's not bready like this. It's much more. You can see it's kind of flopping, isn't it? All right.
That smell and taste, that distinct taste and smell.
Yeah, this is a bit overpowering. Like there's a lot of that powder. You've got a bit on your nose as well, so you can have that smell the whole day. I'm gonna give it a go as well.
Yeah, go for it. You go ahead.
Oh my! If you put the whole thing in your mouth, because there's so much powder, it's so dry.
Yeah,
like you're eating a desert. Oh my!
Eating a desert.
No, that's not. That's like the shitter duck. Like it's too dry and chewy. Yeah, it's not very nice like that. Like, I thought I liked injomie, but no, I don't.
You cannot compare. You can't compete with these other ones.
The ones with the red bean filling, way better. Right?
Of course,
way better.
Hands down. The ones without any horrible powder on the outside, even better.
Eating the whole one of that in one go is actually quite difficult because it's so dry, the powder, and then so chewy.
It's like a torture.
Wow. This, though, is very famous in Korea. So
it is, for some reason.
Do you know where it got its meaning from?
Would you like to tell me?
Yeah, because there was this family, the Im family. Im is a surname in Korea. You don't come across too many Ims, but it is a surname. I know a couple of people by the surname Im. So the Im family in Gongju City in Chungcheongnam-do, they made delicious rice cakes called chomis. So it was originally imjomi, and then like being passed down, it got changed to injomi. There you go. Interesting story, isn't it? One to tell the kids.
Stay away from that city. I bet it's all just injomi everything.
Do you know how they make rice cakes, Xander?
I believe they hit it with hammers.
Yes.
With big wooden hammers.
Have you seen it on the TV?
Big wooden hammers.
Even in real life, where they're pounding away at it.
I haven't seen it. I've seen pictures of festivals where there's like three guys around. I think, isn't it like one turns?
Yeah.
And there's two hammers?
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to be the turner. That's the short end of the stick.
And they're like, whoa, get in real quick.
It's a bit like pizza dough or something, and then you're bashing it with that big hammer. But like we said at the start of the show, there's not many other countries that I guess process rice, because you can eat it as rice, obviously. Yeah. So it's a lot of effort, it seems. But Koreans really enjoy this on special occasions, like the extra processing to it.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
What I always wonder is, like, how long did it take for people to realise
you could do that?
Yeah, like the same with bread and stuff. How did they know that those ingredients made these things, right?
Did they randomly put loads of things in an oven and like on the 1,000th attempt it worked
right?
out?
How many people
it's weird,
died like eating the wrong recipes over the years? You've got to think about that, you know.
It's true.
We're so privileged and special.
We're living at the sharp end of the sword, thankfully.
Yeah.
What's your favourite then, Xander?
Oh, it's got to be this nice green flower one.
Mugwort.
The mugwort.
Red beet filled
this
rice
one.
cake.
I'll even finish I thought there was a hair on it. I will finish it.
I bet you didn't think you'd be saying that sentence when you're living in the UK about 5 years ago. For me, it's got to be... Oh, it's gone. It's the sesame seed covered version of this one. But these all are pretty good. I'll take just a little bite. And we'll be back next Monday. You can see this video on YouTube from tomorrow. Xander, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We're going to play some more music. Mama Moo with Del Kalkomani.